Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daydream Builder Cohort Demo Day. My name is Eric, and I am the co-founder and CTO of Daydream, and really exciting to be kicking off this presentation with everyone. So for those who are watching, we've been doing a builder cohort in the last 3 weeks. So we have an amazing group of builders who are going to be demoing the applications that they've built using the Daydream API, which is a hosted StreamDiffusion API. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so if you are watching, definitely come and join our Discord. A lot of the Daydream fun activities are happening in Discord. We have builders and creative technologists all building, working together, sharing their creations. Yeah, and it's quite an exciting place to be. There's over 2,000 members in the Discord chatting. I always find really awesome inspirations for the things that people have built and shared. And next, if you are watching and you want to be a part of the Builder program, well, we are officially announcing the next cohort. So the next cohort, I'll share a little more detail of the next cohort. But if you're interested, definitely scan that QR code and join us for the next one. Okay, next slide. Okay, so to talk about this, a little quick summary about this builder cohort. This has been the most successful builder program that we have done at Daydream. And so 17 participants, 17 people was a part of it. Out of 17, 11 people submitted a project, which is an amazing number by itself. Because usually from experience, what I see are from other kind of builder programs, either within Daydream Live here or not. Completion rate is usually a lot lower. So congrats to everyone who have completed the submission. The other thing is, having seen all the demo videos and played around with many of the applications, the quality I'm just blown away by the quality of this cohort. So many people have built just amazing, really interesting applications, and it really showed just the creativity of everyone who's been involved. So really, really exciting to see that. Next. And so because of that, I want to offer something that's a little extra to all the cohort participants. So for everyone who participated and submitted a project in this cohort, you will get 730 hours of free credits each month to use the API for the next 3 months. So why 730 hours? That means you can run a 24/7 live video nonstop for a whole month, right? So that it's 730 hours in a month. So we encourage you to continue to tinker with this and continue to build out your application. I know a few folks in the program are actually planning to turn their projects into live applications and try to establish a business around it. So definitely we want to support you there as well. So so this is a little bit of a gift from the Daydream team to other participants. I also want to give a quick update of this of Daydream. In the past couple of weeks, as we were doing the cohort program, there's been quite exciting, many exciting things that happened. first of all, we did a Burning Man live stream, collaborating with the official Burning Man live stream. Over 430,000 people viewed this stream. It's by far the largest ever AI-powered live video in the world. At any given time, at peak time, 20,000 concurrent viewers viewed this stream. Next slide. We have also released the SDXL plus IP adapter and ControlNet code in StreamDiffusion. So here is Ryan doing a quick demo. You can see the improved temporal consistency and output quality. It's really become a lot better. So this code is open source today. You can go to the live peer fork of StreamDiffusion and download and use it right away. And this will also be soon in the API. In addition, we've also opened up the API sign-up. So at the beginning of this program, you had to get on a wait list in order to get access. But now anybody can get access to the API. Next. So what's next? We'll have cohort number 3. So this next cohort will be a bigger program. We will have around 30 to 40 people in the program. And you can also start to use third-party software like Touch Designer in your projects. So the reason is we want to include more people. We want to include also people who are builders, but just in a different way, right? You can build directly on using the API, or you can now use things like Touch Designer, which allow you to use kind of a node-based, graph-based interface to build your project. So I hope to see some really exciting projects in this next cohort. There will be bigger prizes, TBD, but number will be bigger. We'll probably select more people for the prizes. And the tentative start date for this program is the 29th of September. Okay, so lastly, if you're ready to build, come and join the cohort number 3. I think it will be really exciting. So with that being said, I'll kick it over to our builders in the cohort. First one is Simon.
Hi, I'm live. Nice. Hi, I'm Simon. Should I just start, or how does it work?
Yeah, it'd be great to do a little bit of introduction, where you are, what you do, and how you found your way to Daydream, and what your project is about.
Right. I'm an interaction designer, creative technologist, working on gesture input, like these things here. Like it can detect gestures like that, and I had the vision that I want to draw on projectors together with AI and make it a collaborative experience with people in the room. And before 3 months, I started to build something for Touch Designer and the .simulate plugin. And I was very dependent of a good machine, and I just have a MacBook with me. So at some point, I always search for Mac support on .simulate Discord. And then I got to know about Daydream, about the API, and I was instantly hyped and thought that's exactly what I need right at the moment for my solution. And I had a week of holiday, so I jumped into the cohort and built my demo that I'm going to show now. Right. Should I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sometimes my screen share stops. Please let me know if it breaks. I hope it won't happen now. So, right, I created a web application that makes it very easy to jump on and get a StreamDiffusion output. You can control everything on a tablet, on a computer, wherever you want. You have the ControlNet settings here. I added some presets, and yeah, you can basically draw together with AI. And here now I don't know if you see my hand in the video. I guess yes. So now I'm controlling the mouse with my wrist, and there's a little almost hidden cursor, and when I tap, it creates these blats. And in a second, you should also see the output. And in the meantime, I will also show you how it looks on my desk at the moment. So I'm playing around also here at the moment. My OPXY is connected to my tablet via audio input. At the moment, I'm using audio as input, so I have different kind of ways. I can use fluid as input. I can use audio as input, and I use my iPad now at the moment for audio. Yeah, and the third thing that I have is Touch OC. So this is a tablet running Touch OC. It's connected to the experience on my computer. So now you should be able to see, hopefully both at the same time, how I'm interacting. Yeah, so it uses 4 fingers, so it's quite natural. It's beautiful how you can use it in a live scenario. When you go in, I had it with me last week for Berlin Art Week, where I was able to showcase this prototype on a wall. It was like here. That was basically the first moment I showed it live, and I could just take my iPad with me and control the whole thing and match it to the audio basically manually with my fingers, and it felt pretty magic. Yes, what else? You can also, it's a bit sad that it's not loading. I don't know why. The next cool thing is also that I added a Telegram bot, so you can basically write in Telegram. Let me do that here. So here, when you follow the link diffusion prompt bot, everyone can access that. You can just type anything inside, or presets, and then you see the presets. And I want, for example, blooming flowers, and then it sends the prompt blooming flower, and it's in a wait line. So there's also some logic behind, so everyone can post stuff in it, and I can decide here how I want to increase the waitlist interval. For example, every 10 seconds a new prompt will appear. And for example, next one, I want fractal jellyfish, and in 10 seconds it will appear. I will reduce it to 2 for the moment. And yeah, now you have evolving fractal jellyfish. And so this can make it a very a nice co-creation in the room. So everyone can just type in prompts in their on Telegram. And in the next version, I want to implement IP adapters, so everyone can send even pictures via Telegram and feed this output. And yeah, I also added a solution so you can get an IP, like a link that you can send to other devices, send to Touch Designer, send via NDI to other platforms. So it's kind of using some Pro Tool interfaces to make it powerful. And it's full of shortcuts to make it very handy. So Control H to hide the interface, Control D for debug log. What else? And I can also map it like with the mouse. When I turn the palm up and tap, it hides the UI, and I can focus on creating fluids. And I palm up again and tap, and then there's the UI again. And yes, I can also play around with my camera. I won't do this now because I'm, I guess, having the camera at the moment. Okay, now it happened. Yeah.
Sam, I think the screen has stopped sharing.
It happened. 1 moment. That is since this week. No, you should see it again. Yes. Let me know when I pass the 5 minutes.
Yes.
I guess I passed it already. Yeah, and the cool thing here is you can layer things. Like at the moment, I'm layering like camera and fluids, so you can draw around yourself, and that makes it really, really trippy. And yeah, I think can also upload media, like put a logo in the center if you want to have brand stuff. You can pause the whole thing and start drawing like shapes with light. Velocity drawing is especially for the watch, so I can just draw like with my arm. And yeah, you can play around with the animation, with the fluid, and control it. Yeah, that's basically it. And here's everything explained. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing. This is amazing. You've really put a lot of features into this product, and yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, thank you for sharing this.
You're welcome. And you can try it yourself on diffusion.de and just put in your API key, your Telegram bot, and then you can have the same experience.
Diffusion.de. That's also
Diffusion
a great
Lab.
domain name.
Diffusionlab.de. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
Cool.
it.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Daydream Storyboard Generator. Fatuma.
Hi guys. So my project is Daydream Storyboard Generator, which turns image into videos. I think it's like a good tool for maybe creators, marketers. Yeah, to turn maybe like a flyer into a video. You post it to TikTok. It's nothing like Simon's project, but let me share mine. It uses a Daydream API. So you choose images. Let me choose some images. One can get multiple. You can download and share. Then you generate videos. Uh-oh. Yeah, something like that. So you can take this and maybe post it somewhere. I know this is like a work in progress, but this is what I have so far. This is not the project I started with. I'm sure Eric is aware. I'm sure he's wondering what this is. Yeah, but this is what I have now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing, Fatuma. Do you want to also talk about the project scope that you had in mind at the beginning of the program?
Yeah. It's about turning audio into. If anyone is interested, they can reach me through Discord. I have it on GitHub. We can collaborate and maybe bring it to life. It's audio as you speak. Your voice turns it into like a video scenes. It can be for anime, for novels that turns into, what is it called? Comics. Is it comics? No, it's anime. Because I want it to be like cartoon form kind of stories. So
Very
when
cool.
yeah, something like that. If anyone is interested, they can reach me. We maybe create something.
Cool. Well, thank you for being a part of the program, and thank you for sharing your demo, Fatuma.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Brent, Disco Daydream. Hi,
Hello.
Brent.
Hi, I'm Brent, creative technologist based in Canada. And my project, what I wanted to focus on was getting Daydream working on microcontrollers. So specifically, I was looking at an ESP32, and I have this penchant for looking for weird interfaces. So I have a whole bunch of these circular screens, and so I have a you can see at the bottom corner of my screen here, I've got like a Git repo and stuff. You can check that out. I've got documentation on different screens that are compatible. My project wasn't necessarily successful, but I got like bits and pieces, like all those puzzle pieces together. And what I was focused on was getting this. This is like a wave share display, and it comes with like a really cool CNC housing that you can rotate. And then I've got on the screen, I'm using LVGL to pipe Daydream to the screen. Not terribly successful, but the idea was that Daydream outputs at a 512 by 512 pixel dimension. And so I figured, well, that's kind of like a lower resolution. So let's look for a screen that can show a low resolution fairly sharply. And so this is a 320 pixel square screen, and then it gets cropped into a circle. And so what I was trying to do was get the video stream piping directly to it. And LVGL has this FFmpeg streamer, and so what I wanted to do is receive that stream and then just display it to the screen. And even if it was at 15 frames a second, I'd be happy with that. So during the course of the project, I was running into compilation errors with LVGL, and then I started to explore converting the stream from Daydream into an MJPEG stream, and then just let's see if we can display a JPEG image. But in the end, what I considered this to be a success was like just exploring. This is kind of cheating. So this is using an HDMI connection back out to the screen, so you can see the Touch Designer. I was using the Touch Designer application in the top corner there, and that's just pumping out a spout stream to OBS, and then OBS is delivering that to Daydream, and then on the right hand side of my screen, I'm using the prompt to sort of I can use a bash script to just update the prompt and update from there. So a lot of my exploration was exploring the API, figuring out how I can get different visuals into the thing and start to react to it, and then eventually getting it onto the microcontroller. And so this was my test model on a larger circular screen, just to see what the visual impact looks like. This project, this cohort being completed, my next intent is to continue working on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade from LVGL 8 to 9 and try the FFmpeg stream again and see if I can get it up and running. So this repo that I have in the bottom corner here, if you watch it, I'm promising that I'm going to keep plugging away at this and see if I can get this up and running. But the eventual intent that I would like to do is take these circular screens and create them into pendants that you can wear, or make them weird interfaces that you can twist to modify the parameters in the stream, so that you have some sort of physical interface. So that's my future intent for the project.
All right, thank you, Brent. I appreciate it. All right. All right. For the next one, we have let's see. We have Vox app. I want to for everyone to be aware of the timing here. We do have to wrap up in about 30 minutes. So we have about 12 people left. So let's speed through the demos. With that being said, Wisdom Chris, thanks for being here, and I'm excited to see your demo.
Thank you so much. Good day, everyone, and I'm so glad to be in this demo today. So I'll be demoing what I built for this Daydream API. So I'll be sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I built the voice app. It's kind of like a catcall for live streaming. It turns your voice into live movies. So the problem it solves is that storytelling has not evolved. It's usually text, slide, videos, and style format, and it requires hours of editing. And the live stream is always flat and repetitive. So I just came up with this idea of voice app. So it transforms your voice instantly into movies. So your voice triggers the visuals. It has embedded on it the tones and the volume. They also shift the art, like they make it more interactive and dynamic. And it's live, real time, and no editing. So you can check it out at the voice app .vassel.app. You can check it also on the Discord group. So because of the state of my network, I decided to do a recording so that it's going to be very fast and efficient because of our time.
Thank you.
So I'll just play this. Just give me a second.
I think we're missing the audio from this video recording.
Okay,
Chris,
the audio isn't coming.
Yeah, audio is not
Can you hear
coming
me?
through.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me fix the audio.
Yeah, Chris, can you play the video and just talk over the video?
Okay. That's what I'm going to do now. Hi everyone, my name is Wisdom Chris. I built a storytelling app where your voice turns into a movie. So soon, of it like for life is strong. Instead of hours of
The audio is still not coming through.
So for the purpose of this demo, I'll be using
Once upon a time, a tiny cat lived in a mighty kingdom. Suddenly, a huge dragon appeared in the sky, waiting to see what would happen. The cat pulled out a glowing sword twice its size. The dragon had fire glowing in its eyes. Flames erupted everywhere. Castles burned, skies turned red. The cat stood tall, unshaken, determined. With one leap, the tiny cat slashed the dragon in air. Just like the kingdom was safe again. The cat returned to its throne and demanded cat milk crown. Once upon a time,
that is interesting stories.
2,000 years ago, the world, Kush looked and saw the road, not as a threat, but as a challenge. Augustus Caesar ruled everything: Gaul, Egypt, Britain, basically the whole map, except Queen Candace didn't care. 30,000 warriors.
Chris, can we speak through the video? Just I'm curious to hear, a little bit about what you've built here. It sounds like you've built this audio to video translation almost through StreamDiffusion, right? And so the backend is probably summarizing the audio and then using that to send prompts into StreamDiffusion to create these interesting stream of video output. Is that correct?
Yes. I didn't know was the voice coming through.
The audio was coming a little choppy, so that's why I wanted to kind of talk through the project a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So do I continue sharing or do I just talk about the project? Should I continue?
Yeah, let's just talk about it briefly, if that's okay.
Okay. So what it does is that it receives the audio from your voice and then it turns it into a transcript, and then it sends those transcripts in real time to the Daydream API, so that which converts that into the video stream. Yeah, so that's basically what it does, and then it also like analyzes your tone, your voice, and like your speech, like the speed of your speech, and then it uses this to uh, like to add some features to the Daydream. That's it tweaks the inference and the pose and the other things just from your tune. Yeah, so that's basically what it does. And then if I am also intending to extend it more to do far greater things, like
Very
so
cool.
why it wins is that it's tune driven AI storytelling. It covers for entertainment, just like the one I was sharing. And I also share the link on Discord so that we can watch it on YouTube. And it covers for education and live streaming. So you can post it on TikTok or anywhere you like, just from your phone. So the future vision is I will continue to polish the UI UX to be more streamlined and even maybe go for app too, because I feel app is where a lot of people are going to have like usage for it. Then I also include like a multiplayer mode. Then you can follow us on social media. We're already on Twitter. Like I'm planning to go live on this, yes, to turn it actually to a product. Yeah. So bye and good luck everyone. So I don't know if you have any question. I'm free to taking questions.
Yeah, well, let's take the questions to the Discord, just because we do need to move along to the next demo. But Chris, thank you so much for demoing this. This is a very cool app. I think I've heard a lot of people talk about this idea of turning audio into video and do the storytelling and kind of bring things to life. So seeing this actually manifesting into an application experience is very cool. So congrats on building this.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think one other thing I was even thinking of is for maybe for music, yet like the songs, it converts the songs into visuals. So there's no need for making videos for music anymore. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you, Chris. All right. Next up is Eris. Hello, Eris.
Hello. Hey. So what great talent in the room today. My name is Eris, and I'm a creative professional, also an AI artist and a filmmaker. And this community has been growing for a while, and I see a problem in the community, though. I think sometimes it can be really overwhelming, and people don't know how to enter the space. So bringing new users into the real-time video AI community was important to me through. And my solution was to make an accessible, easy app that allows people to experience this technology in a visceral, engaging way. My project is called Zen Canvas. It's something different, it's something new. Instead of showing everything that Daydream has to offer, I wanted to reduce it to something very minimal. So that allows us to reduce overwhelm. I wanted to make it visceral, which makes it really real for a person to experience it. I wanted to make it simple so it's easy to use and no one has to think too hard on how to do it. And I wanted to make it engaging because fun makes things enticing to learn and enjoy. So the Zen mindset of letting go or allowing things just to be as they exist is something I've studied in the past. And this app was built with that in mind. It's called Zen Canvas for a reason. It's modeled after the Buddha board, or you may have heard of like a Zen board or any type of product that like you can paint on with water. And as those pages start to evaporate, you'll stop seeing the thing you just painted. And it's it's intended to like teach people how to let go and be okay with things. So I wanted to make the digital version of that. What you're seeing here is the web version. And oopsie, I just hit the button that I don't want to hit. The web version here is basically one version of this because it will also be available on mobile and tablet because there is touchability enhanced in here. So what you would do as a user is you'd enter in this space and you want to select your environment because you're going to have a nice background environment allowing you to relax and enjoy the experience. I'm going to go ahead and enter that space right now. And I'll need to know if you guys can actually hear my audio. Can you pick up that audio? There is music playing.
Yeah, cannot hear the music through the
Okay.
screen
I
share.
can tell you it's fantastic audio. You should try it out.
I have heard it in the demo video and it's great.
It's beautiful music. So you get this beautiful, relaxing music. For a moment, I'm going to hide the UI and just show you what you could do. You could pop in here and you can choose different songs. You can put your volume up and down. And we've got these different background audio reactive visuals. So in and of itself, that's an experience. And you can also pause your music. So if it's too distracting while you're drawing, you wouldn't want to use it, right? But let's just pop on in here. And as a user who wants to paint or draw, whether you want to use your mouse, your fingers, your trackpad, whatever it is, you can. And as it's loading, because sometimes the Daydream API doesn't load as fast as we'd like it to, this gives us a chance to like feed users a moment of peace and calm where they're getting little messages that prompt them to be okay with the process, right? Down below, you'll see some controls that control a brush and the canvas. And the brush is sizable. You'll see that reflected in the little color space. You can fade this. Now, this is an important feature because just like I told you about that Buddha board where the water disappears and evaporates, we can do that here too in the digital space. Now I'm going to turn it off for a second and give you a little taste of the what it would look like if we were to not have any of the fade. But you can go full fade, which is like a 1 second fade. I'm getting my controls stuck here. A 1 second fade is almost like an immediate disappearance of your brush strokes. But what's interesting is when it interfaces with the API, you'll see basically like your stroke and then the response from the API of the AI video, which is actually a pretty cool effect. And there's even a cooler thing that I found through building this that I think is going to be maybe like a different project where you can manipulate this AI without having some distracting interface in front of it. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pop over to a screen where I have this loaded fully, just so we don't take too much more time. And let me go over there and share that, because it does take a minute sometimes. Go through a few steps here, guys. Thanks for your patience. I'll find the window. All right, back on. Okay, so once you've loaded the full API and everything is like going for you, you'll see styles down here. You can see this list here. This is driving the styles of what you're painting into. Your strokes stay the same, but your experience completely changes. And what I love about this is that we've got these like different ways to interact with this. These are all preset for now. Like I said, this is about simplicity. This is about bringing people into this ecosystem. You can draw and paint in numerous ways. I like to size up and down and just change and experience the moment. So I'm just moving the fade around, changing the size, and you can change the color to a full palette of anything you like. I particularly love like the pinks and the magentas on neon because it's cool. But let's say maybe I was getting a little tired of this. I want to go and try something else. Let's go look at ink waves. It's going to load in that background. And as soon as it does load, you'll see the same strokes that you had before, that the AI is actually responding to those that are left on the screen and the new ones that you're creating. So I'll size it down, give you a little taste of a different color. Oopsie, sorry. And it's pretty cool when you finally start to experience that shift. It's like a whole new experience, but within the same moments. One of the cool features is putting it on full fade and seeing kind of this responsive outcome. And I'm going to show you one more style and then show you a really cool feature that I think is fascinating. I really like prisms with orangey yellows. And if you leave it on a bit longer, you get these cool diamond shapes. So you can see that these presets, these are things that I've built into this tech right now, but there are numerous options for upgrades, pro features where we can add more control for the user. But this onboarding, this like first experience that people would have with this app is hopefully the kind of experience that will really bring people to the ecosystem, the community, understanding that this was built on the back of the tech, but also it's just so approachable. You don't even have to worry about whether they are or not. It's just fun. One of the things you can do is to just completely clear your strokes, right? So gone, and then the AI clears out, which it is a little slow today, so that's unfortunate. But one of the other cool features is I'm going to go ahead and turn the strokes off. We were just watching those brush strokes happen. Now you're going to see that you don't see any of your strokes. And all of a sudden, magic is appearing for you, like you conjured it up. And I think that's a pretty cool thing. So that is the extent of it right now. Once again, it is meant to be minimal, and the experience is meant to be very personal and visceral. And I do see a future for this app. So thanks, guys, for your consideration. I'm excited with what everybody's working on.
Thank you, Eris. Yeah, this is very cool. I'm a meditator myself, so I appreciate a Zen themed hack.
Pull it up on your tablet and have some fun with fingers. All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. So next up, we have Serial Winner 3D Flight Simulator.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to first start by calling out all the amazing demos so far. So nice work everyone, from Chris to Aris. Very excellent project. So for mine, I'm a very good fan of games, so I decided to explore something different. So for mine, I want to explore possible application for Daydream within games. So I built a 3D flight simulator. So I'll be sharing my screen to demo this shortly now. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see this? Please confirm you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can see this flight simulator.
So for my project, I built a 3D flight simulator. So what it basically does is a game that allows anyone to choose a city they want to fly across. So for this version, I just have 2 cities now, but I'll be able to extend it to other cities. So now we have New York and Sydney, and the other cities are still coming soon. So when you choose a city, what it does is I'm leveraging the weather API to fetch the live weather condition of that city, and the condition is fed into the StreamDiffusion API, and the condition is generated automatically. So as you can see, currently the weather is bright. This is the live weather condition in New York now, but I'll be able to also manipulate it myself. So you can fly around the city, you can navigate your plane around, and fly the plane around, and also you can choose other cities. So in the last, you can choose to fly around different cities. And you can also choose the weather condition you want to simulate. So I have different weather conditions here. There's clear skies, there is windy condition, there is rainy, and there is storm and foggy. So let's choose the stormy weather condition to see how the API renders. Yeah, so currently I've applied the stormy condition. So as you can see, the API is rendering the weather condition in real time. So you can see it's creating a stormy effect for our game. Also can choose other conditions as well. And choose the ready condition. As you can see, the condition has also changed to a rainy environment. So that's basically what I worked on for my project. And there are also some possible future applications for this. So these are some possible use cases for the API in gaming. So I have like unlimited fights, environment, and location. So like a game like Mortal Kombat, has different sense for different fights. You can use Daydream API to like create different dynamic fight environment and make it available. And also, you can have like real-time gaming conditions. You can use the API to simulate maybe a nighttime in games or maybe daytime for games. And finally, you can have dynamic game sense based on player decisions. So players can be asked to make a decision. So based on what they choose, the API will now render a different sense from what was originally intended. So every player gets to have a dynamic game environment and gameplay section. So that's what I worked on basically for my demo. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Winner. This is very cool. Yeah, loved seeing real-time AI and gaming kind of and the intersection of that. I think there's a lot of really interesting things that can be done there.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, next we have Livin Alt. Oh, this is a video demo. Oh, so we will play through this. I don't hear any audio coming through here. Let me see if I can pull up this. Perhaps we have to go to share the screen, not from the slide deck, but from the video from the video itself. Carla, if you have the link, you can share the link in the chat here, the link to the video itself, and I can try to screen share. Okay, let's we don't have let's work out the technical difficulties with the link sharing for now. Let's move on to Z Meta DJ, and then we'll come back to the last one.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Ready to roll?
Let's do it.
All right. So hello, everyone. I'm Z, also known as Meta DJ, creative technologist, really broken down into AI experience engineer and metaverse DJ. So my brand's Meta DJ. I perform both in the physical, the digital, and the phygital. And today I'm going to share with you an app I'm building called Meta DJ Studio. It's part of a larger platform that I'm building called Meta DJ All Access. So more to come. I was introduced to Daydream all the way back, really when it first started. Actually, even before that, Comfy UI, Eric reached out to me. I was trying to create a AI-powered 24/7 radio station, just like Eric suggested at the start of this. And he introduced Daydream to me, and the vision of what I wanted as a DJ to be able to augment the experience in real time dynamically. So not preset, pre-produced visuals, but truly dynamic visuals. I saw it. So really excited to share with you Meta DJ Studio and get a glimpse into my vision. For the sakes of being able to seamlessly go through this, I'm going to just share my recording video of the app because I do not have a great internet connection. Are you able to share see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So this is this is the UI, and I'm going to pause here for just a moment. I'm going to mute the volume. So this is like a dashboard experience. I call it the Studio Canvas. And when you first open it up, you have an avatar overlay. So this is where you can use Daydream to create what I call avatar, right? That's actually using your webcam to augment your visuals, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And then on the other side is the key feature, which I call the environment. So the whole purpose of this app is to create an immersive visual studio where a DJ can use this and feed into OBS or whatever method they desire. And I'm going to build out more ways to make that seamless so that when visuals are being streamed, whether it's online or on Twitch or in person at an event, you can have a really dynamic virtual stage that the DJ can control to the level of detail that a conventional DJ uses mixing software. So on this side is the environment layer, which is what you're looking at right now. And this is not Daydream. So this is actually, I'm not overly technical on the coding side. I use a lot of agentic coding platforms. I'm pretty savvy with it, but I use typical Java to essentially create these dynamic visuals that you can have these toggles with, and you can actually adjust the speed of it. And I'll let this just play in real time. We'll skip ahead just a little bit for the sakes of time. Let's see, there we go. So right here, I'm adjusting this speed slider. So this actually changes the speed of this visualizer in real time, and there'll be more on why that'll be interesting for Daydream. I also do have an audio reactive element, and there you go. I very quickly jumped to 100%. You can see the swirls moving, and then I just slowed it down, and then I brought it back to 50%. There's also these preset scenes. So I designed 6 different visuals. So I toggle these. I have an auto cycle where you can set how long you want these to cycle through to be able to automate the experience, so you can really just focus on interacting with Daydream or just using these. Like, my goal is to give flexibility. So I'll jump ahead here and show you guys the Daydream element. So there we go. So over here, I toggled avatar, and that unlocks a lot more controls. So this is some of the base control nets to be able to augment the experience. There's a prompt area where you can actually input the appearance that you want, and this is loading now. It takes a few moments. I intentionally make it load in the background, and then there's only a few seconds where you're seeing the screen because, and there I am. If there is a DJ performing, you want to try and limit distracting the experience of the back end. Of course, this is very much a work in progress. I'm right now showing how quickly I turned into a unicorn dragon, and it wasn't mapping too well to my face. So I actually reset. I have a reset button to go back to my default prompt. So I have a default prompt set in place. I changed it to cyborg, and then I showed again. So you very quickly can change the appearance. And over time, I want to have presets and hotkeys and make this just a really cool experience where what I do as a traditional DJ, prepare ahead of time, but then let it rip and be super dynamic and just let your imagination run like what's happening right now. Like, just so many, this is what I used to do when I was first starting to be on Daydream. I just let it rip. This is me showing you the control nets and how I was adjusting it, and now I look a little more like myself. All of this is happening pretty much in real time, maybe like a second delay. I even have these cool little toggles over here, and I don't know if I actually use them in the demo. I'll pause here for just a moment. Over here, I have a human and non-human tab. So if you play with these control nets, I wanted to make it easy for some of the base parameters for people that don't understand control nets, just to be like, all right, I want the avatar to look a little more just like a human avatar, like what we're looking on the frozen screen here, or I could toggle it and I could turn more into like just an animated scene, like really embodying the shape of a dragon. But I don't think I show that in the video. Talking about the performance elements, I wanted to add an experience where, just like when you live stream, you can like move where the avatar panel is. You can change the scale, right? So you can create like your own layout. Like, this truly is a canvas that you can be able to place the avatar where you want, and you don't need to have individual assets in an OBS they have to manage. It's all happening in real time in this experience. Now I'm showing the visualizer controls again and showing how this plays together. And in the background, I call it Imagine. The Daydream visuals now are going to generate in the background as well, and it's going to map to these visualizers. what's really cool is you can actually go back and forth. So once Daydream loads, even if you toggle back that tab up here, visualizer, because you just want a different visual experience, you can then quickly tap back to Imagine. And there you go, it just kicked in. And have this really cool dynamic experience. Up here on the left, I also make it that you can hide the avatar, but it still runs in the background. So there's just a lot of customization here, and you could see this is getting pretty cool. And we're almost done here. I will jump ahead a little bit for the sake of time, but I'm toggling these different preset scenes, and this same prompt, the default right now is abstract virtual controls, has the same features down here as avatar. This same prompt can totally augment because I'm feeding it different visuals. Instead of a webcam, it's these visualizers. So really cool. I do have audio reactive. I do have a Meta DJ original song that'll be releasing soon that you can play and get to see it. There's a little bit of a delay. I'm definitely working on trying to optimize performance. But pretty proud of what we got, up to this point. And I think the last thing I want to share is, this is all great, but like, what about if you're wanting to not share this UI while you're performing, right? This really is supposed to be behind the scenes. Well, I incorporated a full screen mode right there, boom. So I made a full screen mode, and what it does is it just stretches the background visuals, but keeps the square frame for the avatar, because I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of the shape of the background for Daydream. And of course, there's some resolution limitations right now, but let's just think ahead, right, of how like high fidelity this could be. And yeah, it just creates a really immersive experience where you can do a full 16:9 presentation, whether it's on Twitch or in person. And I think in person is even the more exciting part about all this. So a lot more a lot more to work on. This is going to be a part of a platform I'm looking to promote with Meta DJ All Access, and I feel so honored to be able to be a part of this first cohort and have a successful working application. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Z. All right, in the interest of time, we're going to keep it moving to G2. G2, you there? If G2 is not here, that's okay. We can move on to the next one, which I believe is Shapes.
And this is Creative Pixels.
Oh, there we go. G2.
World in real
Hello.
Time.
Hey, what's going on?
What I initially sought out to build with this hackathon was, essentially a music lyric video generator, or music video generator. Maybe
G2, you might want to share your screen, because I hear audio coming through, but I don't see any video on the screen.
AI to tell a story.
Okay, there we go.
So when you get in here, you'll see I have a general prompt up right now, Green Slimy Monster. We're going to kick this off by, adding some music. So we can use our microphone. So let me just do a little test on that. You'll see here the levels are increasing based on me speaking. So, you can set audio reactivity based on that. And I'm going to, this button down here, you can recognize the speech. Hey, I'm recording my first AI music video. All right, cool. So I've transposed that over. I can change the font as well. I can do an edit of the font. Yeah, that looks good. Then you can change the opacity and things like that to have different effect. Change the font size. And then once you're done, you can copy it somewhere else, maybe over to a sheet or something that you're saving the lyrics to your video, to your music or whatever. So we're gonna start by just add some music. All right, see our music's playing. once you just can't leave him alone. Works a lot better when you use your microphone. G2.
Oh, G2, you're muted.
Yep. So that was pretty much my demo. I just want to say thanks, Eric and the Live Peer team, for allowing us to do this. It was a lot of fun. So thanks.
Thank you for building this demo. It's very cool. Thank you for being here, G2. All right. For the next, we have shapes. I believe this one is also a video demo. I have the video loaded up, Carlotta. If you want to share the screen and see if the audio works. If not, I can try to play it with my. Yeah, I'm not hearing the audio coming through, so I will try to do screen share from my side. One sec.
A demo for my app called Shapes, which allows you to upload any track and create audio reactive AI visuals for it. First thing first, we're gonna start the stream, and as you can see here, we have a couple of shapes. These ones are generated by default, but we can change them in any way. So here we can change the blend mode, we can change the background color, we can change the color of each shape individually, we can create new shapes, and we can make many other changes for each shape. So for example, let's say we want to create a triangle, and we can make it red, then maybe make it a bit bigger, make it spin. And I think one of the most important settings is this one, where we can set the path, and you can visually see the path here. So you'll know if it's exiting your canvas or not. And next, here we can see our animation in real time, and we can change the prompt here with anything, or we can use some of the presets that I made here. And on the right side here, you can upload the track, you can use your microphone, or you can just use the track that I put here by default. And in this panel, you control how much the track is changing the visual. So if we start this track, and now we have the size activated, and here we can set how much we want the size to increase based on the audio. So if I put this on higher, the shapes are going to become bigger. If I click on this button, it's going to deactivate this one. Same thing for glow, same thing for displacement, and then for speed. So this one is setting the speed, and then when you click on this button, you can set a kick sensitivity, and this one is setting how much further each shape is going to go along its path. So you can see how the shapes are moving right now. You can see these ones in many different ways. Yeah, and then we have this other tab where we have all of these control nets for AI generation, and then another tab with presets. I already made some presets, so I'm gonna upload a few just to show you what can be done with this app. Yeah, I like this one. So as you can see, at the moment this one isn't really reacting to the song, but we can change that. So going to the speed here. See how the shapes are moving here, and the visual is changing as well. Okay, I'm gonna show you another preset now. This one is pretty cool as well. Then you can try combinations of everything. Its possibilities are limitless, really. And then I'm gonna show you one more preset which I I really like. I'm gonna upload another song for it. So this song in. Yeah. And I'm gonna upload another preset. Let's see.
All right. I believe after this is just at the end of this is a music performance. So in the interest of time, because we have a few other folks, I'm going to speed through this and move on to the next one. The next is another. The next one is another recorded video. It's by Yusan. By Yusa Ung. So I will, let's see, do this. Well, oh, interesting. I can't, for some reason, play. Oh, yep, I can play this video. Let me share my screen and do that.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yu Song. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity today. This time, I'm diving into uncharted territory with many first-time attempts, so I kindly ask for your support. For this project, I coded entirely using AI prompts and created a prototype browser application. The app is built on Svelte, and I incorporated the Daydream API as the foundation for a browser-based audiovisual generator. Daydream provides wonderful video streaming through prompt and parameter adjustments, but I came up with the idea of automatically generating these prompts from music composition to bring out the unique expression of a song. The process involves uploading a music file, which is then broken down into elements by an analysis tool. I'll skip the details, but those characteristics are verbalized and output to the Daydream API. Since this is a simplified version, it generates prompts by receiving waveforms and parameters. This automated input can be highly diversified depending on the tool used. Of course, manual prompt input is also supported. For this test, the demo uses a mix of automated analysis and manual prompts, but the final version will include additional options. Another important feature to note is the left and right parameters. These are fundamental elements of the Daydream output and, in my interpretation, serve as naive hand controls. As you can see in the demo, prompts are frequently sent during music playback. This stop-motion-like effect is intentional, and adjusting these parameters changes the generation frequency, leading to more creative expression. I'm quite fond of this playful aspect. If combined with the ideal prompt, I'm confident it will deliver an amazing visual experience. That's the explanation of the prototype. If you're interested, please try it out via my X profile. Thank you for your valuable time. A special thanks to Daydream and LivePeer for inspiring this new challenge.
All right. That was, that was Yusan. Okay, so lastly, we're gonna announce the winners now. So based on all of the great feedback, we now have three places. First place is Diffusion Lab by Simon. Congratulations. Second place is Shapes. And third place is Vox App. Congrats on all the winners. And of course, keep in mind that for everyone who has submitted their application, you will also get a lot of credits for until the end of the year. So I encourage everyone to continue working on your applications, and looking forward to helping you grow those apps. Thank you. And lastly, don't forget to join our Discord, and let's continue the conversation there and keep building. And if you want to continue to build a new application, absolutely scan this QR code and join the cohort, join the next cohort program.